everybody, this is Jennifer with BP Addiction Adventures, and over the next couple days, because it's the weekend, I'm sure you're going to get tons of videos because I have a problem with saving them. So maybe this video I'll save and post midweek, just to kind of give myself a break, because usually during the week I don't have a chance to record videos. As you can see, this is an unbagging. It's pretty heavy. This is a 5-panel. So I wanted to show you what it is. It's this Lighthouse. And I saw this 5-panel on a site, absolutely loved it, but they wanted like $50 for it, and I just can't do that. I'd rather buy a Diamond Art Club for that amount. So, or a Diamond Dots, which I still have yet to buy a Diamond Dots. I was trying to get a Christmas one on clearance, and because my husband was just home from the hospital and we had medical bills, I didn't do it. I almost did it, but didn't quite. So anyway, I saw this, and during the 11/11 sale, I contacted Huacan, well, a couple weeks beforehand, and asked them to give me a quote on this. They gave me a quote for like $25, which was like 50% less. So then when the 11/11 sale was coming up, I emailed them a couple days before and said, what would the price be if I ordered it on 11/11? They told me the price would be $20.06. I ended up having $6 in coupons, which brought a $50 painting down to $14.06. Pretty good, huh? But we all know that sometimes the cheaper costs, we don't get quality. So to go down the list, this is supposed to be the Lighthouse. It's 5 panels total, 60 by 70 centimeters. We'll measure today what each panel is. It is supposed to be a square. Coverage is full. Like I said, AliExpress with Huacan. I was working with Cherry. It ended up being $14.06 after the coupons. 0 cost of shipping. I purchased it on November 10th. It shipped out November 13th, which is actually pretty fast for a custom. And then I received it on December 10th, 2018, which was 30 days. So let's dive in and see what we find. Now this bag is the bubble wrap kind of bag. The one thing I do know from Huacan, from watching Ella from Kicking Cancer's Butt, is Huacan in their panels, because they're individual, sometimes have, nothing left, different across the board of colors. So you might have to kit up this 5 times or 3 times or 1 time, depends. So I did get your standard Huacan set. I was hoping to get 2 because I love the tweezers, but I understand not getting 2. Got 2 large waxes. I got the clear pen with the infamous blue grip, 3-placer, single placer, and then I believe this is a 9-placer. Yeah, it's not a 6. It looks bigger than a 6. It might be a 7. And then you get the nice tweezers with the Huacan logo. During shipping, the top came off, so be careful. I used to like to keep these baggies. I still do, but this one has a hole in the bottom, so I'm going to recycle it. And put these off to the side. Okay, one thing I like about Huacan is they shrink wrap their canvases and they put them around a foam roller. So let's see here. Okay, so the size is 20, let me see here. Yeah, 20 centimeters across. So even though they said 60, that would actually be 100, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, even though they said a 60 by 70. And then the largest one, this is weird, 60, 50s. Okay, so it's 20 by 35 are the outside, 20 by 50 are the middle, or the inside, and the middle one is 20 by 60. Okay? Just because I have them rolled up easily right now before the shrink wrap, let's compare. So, yeah, 169 on this one is a circle with half filled. Okay. And then on this one, 169 is the two side-by-side diamonds. 169 on here is a half circle, but instead of the bottom being filled, the side is filled on the left. 169, this is a arrow pointing that way, just the arrow head, not, it doesn't have a tail on it. And then this 169 is G. So I'm going to have 5 different kits for these, which it is a little bit annoying, but because of my other paintings, I probably will not be working on these back to back. I'll probably do a panel and then go to another painting and so on and so forth. Huacan does tape down. Okay. So here you can see those little divots. So I don't know what happened when they were cutting. Thankfully it's so far off that I'm not gonna give them an upset. Now, this bothers me, and I just want to say, at the top they have do what make you sparkle instead of makes, and it says Diamond Art Club. Now I'm not going to get into the controversy over this. I personally do not like that, because Diamond Art Club, I think they are trying to insist, quote unquote, air quotes, that it's just like a club of diamond art. But I think they took this tagline from Diamond Art Club itself, and so I'm not very happy. I had ordered this before I saw this was happening. So right now I'm not really ordering from Huacan. Now you will see me in the future probably talk about, I did receive back in July 2018, I had ordered 10 custom Huacans on a big sale they had. And, excuse me, it was during the popping drills. So I reached out to Cherry 6 months later. Thankfully, with the customer service back and forth, she is sending me brand new diamonds. So you will see maybe an unboxing of diamonds itself. But I'm kind of stepping away from Huacan right now until they change this logo, because I really am anti stealing. Like, if I know it's stolen, then I won't do it. I do know that there are other places that take it. They did change that your color list is on both sides now, so that's nice. And now let's see. I know it's a preference, but I do like the fact that Huacan has these in strips to unpeel. I know some people have a different preference when it comes to that. So I'm just going to quickly do this so it lays flat for us, and then we'll dive in to canvas quality. So bear with me while so Huacan has upped their game a little bit on having their color list on both sides. The canvas is, the same, I think, quality as it's been before. It may be a different fabric, but it's not anything bad. The symbols are still the same, and now they've added across the bottom their social media, and they have, it's kind of funny, they have this little diamond with a hat and this little heart with eyelashes and a crown. All right, so this is I think okay, so this is the far right of the panel. All right, this right here, this one. Okay, and that's the picture. I'm saving up for some lighting. And then let's open this up and look at symbol quality. Very clear to see. They do their symbols horizontally, even though it's a vertical panel. Not a problem. But this is the sky and the ocean. Down here are the waves. And up here is the sky. Okay. Now I do notice that their 310s are usually always hearts. So across the board, even though each one of these is different, the 310s are hearts. So that's interesting. And then on their drills, see here they have GS2 3260F. And then on here, they have a sticker, and this is A, B, I'm sure it's B, C, so on and so forth. Yeah, this is D, this is F, so this goes with that. All right, and let's go ahead and look at some of the colors since we're on this panel. And a lot of times I hear people say, oh, I'm so sorry for the crinkle, but I don't know. I am a diamond painting person. Crinkle is like Christmas. So these colors, this is supposed to be after the popping drill issue. I do like, they have the number, then they have the DMC, then they have how many you're supposed to have in the baggie. So this is 168. I'm supposed to have 50. The baggie says 57. This is probably close to 100. I'm not going to count. This is 161. I'm supposed to have 5. That is much more than 5. And the quantity, I'm supposed to have 5. So that's one thing that I do give Huacan props for, is that they really make sure that you have plenty of drills. I'm looking here, I don't see any tabs on them, which has been the issue in the past. They all look pretty uniform. So these are like your grays, your lavenders, some tans. You've got some dark green. Here's your 310. Here's some more. This is like a tan purple color. This is like a gray, but it has kind of a green tint to it. That's 413. It's the DMC. So because it's a dark sea, a dark and stormy night, right? you're gonna have, oh, I like the 924s. It's like a really, really dark teal. It's like hunter green mixed with teal. Here's your 939s. These are the ones that I had trouble on with the tabs. I don't see any tabs on them, but we'll see when I go to do it. So yeah, I will probably off screen make sure all the colors are here and they match up, and then I will put it down in the description or do a tag at the end of this video to say if there was a problem. So if you don't see a disclaimer and there's no, oh, let's measure this. There's no tag at the end, then all the colors were here. This is, remember, my trusty pen that I can write with, but has a ruler. It goes up to 38 inches. And then I have a backup one right here that I absolutely love that has centimeters on one side, inches on the other. And this one goes way past, it's like 60 inches. So here we go. This says it's supposed to be 20 centimeters wide. It is 19 and a quarter. And then this is, and I'm looking through to do the actual pasting area. It's supposed to be 35, and it is 34 exactly. Okay, so I'm going to write that down in my notes section of my review sheet. If you want one of these review sheets, email me. My email is dpaddictionadventures with an S @gmail.com. It's down below in the description as well. So panel F is 19 and a quarter by 30, was it? I think it was 34. Yep, 34 centimeters. Okay. Oh, let's see here. This is D, so we'll go from right to left instead of left to right. I keep forgetting because my camera, in order to get the full picture and you not to miss out on anything, I have to like sit forward. So forgive me if I'm a little bit off screen at times. But let's see about cutting. I want to be really careful not to cut into the canvas itself. Tape off. And this does not have actually the Huacan paper on it. It's got the center group paper on it. So again, this one actually has, here you go, you got the daddy and the mommy and the baby. We could do a Goldilocks and the Three Bears action here with our foam rollers. And this one is going to be your 20 by 50. Again, it was not rolled super tight around the foam roller, and that is amazing. And I didn't notice any rivers or bubbles or anything on the last canvas, so that is very exciting. But it wants to roll up on itself because it's saying, hey, I've been that way for 3 months or 2 months now, right? November to December and December to January. Oh, I just tore the paper. That's a sign that I'll put it back down and start from the other side. Although I do like this what is this, like the 4-inch strips when I'm actually doing the painting. I do understand everyone's point of view on, I will fix it later, being hard to lay back down. So I do get that. Okay. So this is the next panel, and you can see the colors are lighter. I'm seeing some more of those pinks and that light lavender in the sky. Those lighter clouds. This one supposedly is the panel that has the little birdies. So we'll see if that's the case. Now, the site that wasn't Huacan that I went to order this had small, medium, and large. I tried to ask them if they could send me a shot of what it looks like, and because I couldn't decide if I wanted medium or large. So I asked them if they could send me a layout, which I've never had problems before, but they said they couldn't, so it probably was like a pre-ordered, but Huacan was able to. So this is the next sky one, and pretty much same. There's no rivers, there's no bubbles. The tape is super shiny, as you can see right there. Look at that, perfect. So far I'm happy, and it's the same up here. You can see it's super shiny, no rivers or anything. So even though these were rolled up on a foam roller, even though this is the tape versus the glue, I think we're doing well so far. And then let's find the D. And this is going to have, okay, so the first one had 34 colors. This has 40 colors. So it's going to introduce some of those lighter colors I was talking about, those light pastel pinks, tan. Okay, so you're going to get some different colors there. And this is going to be unique because I just got finished. Now, I'm not going to kit this up right now, but I just got finished with a Diamond Art Club one that had colors galore, just vibrant colors. And then I picked this one, which is like that dark and stormy night feel. So this is 40 colors. And then this is the big kahuna, the 60 centimeters. Oh, let's measure this. You guys are probably all like, what? Measure. All right, so this is 19 and a half. So, oops, I just dropped my pen. So panel. All right, and then this new pen doesn't want to write. Let's try my llama pen. Panel D, 19 and a half by. Now, I wish it was the 19 and a quarter because I'd like to have the panels at least be the same. This is, instead of 60, oh my goodness, or no, 50, this is 48 and just over a half. So I'm just going to say 48 and a half. Okay. got the big one that's 60 centimeters. Sorry guys, this is going a little long. I think I'm gonna skip the drills after this one for the other two panels. We'll see. Depends. I kind of like looking at the different colors. So this is also 40. So even though it's technically supposed to be 10 centimeters longer, it still has the same amount of colors. It could be different colors. I haven't compared them right now, so we will see. Now my mother has a so this is the Lighthouse, which I will show you guys because you can't really tell the sea very much, the waves, but I will show you the Lighthouse. So my mother has for years, probably 15 years now, maybe longer, a beautiful lighthouse painting. Well, it's a print, but it's off of a painting in her living room. And when I saw this photo, it just reminded me of that and made me feel a little bit like I was at home when I watched it. And then my mother-in-law loves lighthouses, and so I thought this would just be beautiful. And I believe because it's not quite 60, it'll fit in my portfolio. Maybe, you know, I could put 2 panels on one side and 3 panels on the other. We'll see. If it doesn't fit like that in my portfolio, then I won't put it in there. I'll see about doing some sort of framing option. So yeah, let's see this lighthouse. The lighthouse is all 310s. I was hoping, now in the photo it shows it's pitch black, but I was hoping it would have a little bit more dimension in it, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. It has a lot of different stuff up here. And the photo itself does show that the lighthouse is solid black, but there is a little bit of light here. And they don't show it on this, so who knows? We'll see. Sometimes I'll play around where I'll do the whole thing, like the whole lighthouse, except just below the light. Then I'll do the light, and then I'll see maybe if I can create that effect myself, depending on how I feel, because I have a very hard time creating from scratch in my mind. That's why I diamond paint and I enjoy it instead of coloring. I love coloring if it was like a color by number, because I'm like, which green should I use? Or I have to come up with the color of her hair, and it's just making all those decisions. Okay, I have a rogue drill, so I may want to be careful in here. So yeah, this, even though it's 40 colors, they've added some reds for the lighthouse, and they've added some oranges. Well, that like orangey tan. And the thing that's hard about these baggies is sometimes they don't get closed all the way, or they do get closed all the way, but then a couple of the drills end up stuck in this upper corner, and that's how you get sometimes those rogue drills. So I don't see any more in here, but I'll be careful. Alright, so oops, I keep forgetting to measure. This is my first panel, guys. So if you've been with me from the beginning, DP Addiction Adventures was all about first of diamond painting. So you guys now have seen another first. So if you watched the Diamond Art Club, that was my first finished Diamond Art Club. This is my first 5-panel or panel itself ever that I've ordered. So this is 19, just under 19 and a half, but we'll call it right time of measurement. Let's see, 19 and a half. So this is my first panel. that you're watching. And we'll see if I like it and if I want to move forward with it. So tell me, have you guys done any panels? Like, what is your take on them? What do you like? What do you not like? This is 58, just over 58 and a half. So I'm just going to round to 58.5 centimeters. Do you like panels? Do you not like panels? What is a good subject matter for panels? You know, are flowers or something like this, landscape? I've been very tentative about doing a panel, but then I saw this and I had to have it. It has been in my wish cart for, I want to say 6 months. I mean, it's been a while. And a lot of times that's what I'll do, is I'll put something in my wish cart and I'll go through my wish cart, you know, once every 2 to 3 weeks. And if that's still, and I'll like delete things and be like, now that doesn't really resonate with me. And if something's been in there for months, I know that, okay, I really want that. It's not just a phase. All right. So this one I was excited about because I love these waves down here. So this panel actually has that nice wave to it. So let's see what we got here. And so far, I have not seen any rivers, any bubbles. It's been beautiful. The tape itself is down solid. It's not popping up on the corners or the side. So we will see. What cracks me up though is this has 40 colors as well, but there's one color that you need 6 of, or one color you need 5 of. And granted, I understand they're trying to add depth to it, but that just cracks me up. It's like, yeah, here. And one time they were all over, so there was like one here and one here. It's not like it was a little snowflake or something. So this is the stormy sky and the beautiful wave down there. As you can see, there's no rivers, no bubbles. That's the one nice thing about my bad lighting, as you can tell. All right, let's just do a quick measurement. It is, so this one is 19 1/4 by 48 1/2. So panel B, 19.25 by 48.5 centimeters. At least it's consistent up and down. And then I won't open, but we'll make sure. Yeah, so this is B, the different colors and the beautiful, like some teals for that wave are in there. And last but not least, thanks for hanging in there with me, guys, is the last panel. It's the far left one. I sound like a political commentary, right? Far left, far right. If you're here in the United States, you'll understand that. If you're not, our political parties, the 2 largest ones, they're like considered left or right. And then within that, you have far left or far right, or conservative, or whatever. So I'm not getting political. I'm just explaining why that thought popped into my head. Okay, so this is the true dark one. There's probably going to be Yeah, there's 1,564 310s, and there's 4,740 939s on this one. And that's in a small 20 by 35, which will probably be close to that 19 by 34. Yeah, so all this up here is 939, and then you've got black, and then 939, and then black. So this will be one that'll be a little bit dreary to do, but it'll be nice. So these are the waves down here, and then this is the sky up here. And it looks like they're doing the 310s, 823s, and 939s to develop that stormy sky. So if you ever are not feeling it and you're feeling like an Eeyore, nobody likes me, you can say that you're in a 939 mood, right? So the height of this is 34, and the width is just under 19 and a half. So write that down. Panel A, 19 and a half by 34 centimeters. All right, well, thank you, Llama Pen. You worked out really well. That's the first time I've used him. It was one of my AliExpress. I went on and I was bored. Well, my husband was sick, so one night, I went on AliExpress. I was trying to see if he would fit in here, and ordered a bunch of like 70-cent pens. I'm a pen fanatic. If you listened to some of my live feeds, I talk about my spending habits when I'm depressed and how in college I bought a lot of cups, drinking cups, and instead of cups right now I buy a lot of really not cheap pens. I love pens, but I found AliExpress had a couple cute pens. All right, so this is my 5 panel. So let's get the stars on it, okay? Canvas quality and feel, great job. I'm gonna give it 3/4 star. My disclaimer is nothing ever gets a full star unless they go above and beyond with the canvas, because I have to allow, I don't have extra credit. Drills, quality, packaging, number, quantity, packaging, number readable. All of these are clearly labeled. I'll go through and double check, but for right now I'm giving it a full star. Shipping time. Because of the holidays, they had a disclaimer. I think they did a great job getting it shipped in a couple days, considering it was technically a custom and a bunch of other things. So I'm going to give it a full star. Advertising, is it the product? Did I get what I wanted? I'm going to give it a 3/4 star because the sizing is a little off. And if I would have given it a full star even with the sizing, if the panels matched. So if like all the panels were 19.5 and then the they did a good job with panel A and F being 34, panel B and D being 48.5, and panel C being 58.5. But this 19.25 and 19.5, the width was kind of all over the place, and that was me rounding. So if you're trying to frame or trying to make it look, your eye can see a 1/16 of an inch difference. So like even if it's a millimeter off, your eyes can be able to tell. So that's why I gave it a 3/4. Overall impression so far, yes, I would buy again. So that's 3, 4, 4.5 stars for the unboxing. So yeah, I will be back with a post review once I complete this. This is not my next project, so it'll probably be a couple months before you see this again. Again, if you like this review sheet or the idea, Down in the description's my email. Feel free to email me. I'd love to send it and share. You can tweak it, keep it as is. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. If you are interested in the next projects that I'm doing, subscribe down below. Give me a like. If you don't like this video and you give it a thumbs down, let me know why, because I always want to improve. And until next time, be blessed and have a fabulous time diamond painting or enjoying the craft that you're crafting. Take care. Love you all.